Americans are angry, they're disappointed, and they are worried about the future of this country. Just 21% of adults say we are headed in the right direction. And once again, 3 out of 4 Americans say we are on the wrong track. In fact, this number, never before in our poll, has this wrong track number been over 70% for this long. It's been nearly a year now. 58%, by the way, say America's best years are behind us. That's an all-time high in our poll. So what is behind this rise in pessimism about our country's future? Well, it starts with this. Americans don't like either party, and they don't like anyone in power. Take a look at this. Both political parties are very unpopular, one slightly more than the other. It's a similar story with both the current and former presidents, with the former president's negatives actually rising a bit faster than we'd seen since our last poll. The current and former vice presidents, also both deeply unpopular, almost identical. And even the 2 politicians who have most publicly stood up to the leaders of their own parties, Joe Manchin and Liz Cheney, well, no one likes them either. And with their own parties, they are the most unpopular. So add it all up, and this country now has low confidence in a bunch of institutions, Justice Department, the Supreme Court, even our public schools. And for the first time ever, when asked what is the most important issue facing this country, the top answer was not an economic issue. It was threats to the democracy, higher than cost of living, or jobs, or guns, or even abortion.
I just expect him to be the same as he's always been and not really do much for our country.
Nothing really. I don't think he's a good leader.
We have to watch out what we're spending to help support Ukraine.
Actually do something about inflation and not go to war.
I think he should be focusing on the wall. There's just so many people coming into this country, and I am for anyone coming into this country legally, but the way they are just running over our border is not right.
I just think that it's just going to be even worse than it already is. Inflation is already so bad.
Inflation has to be one of them, whether it's gas prices or the price of groceries. And secondly, crime. We're at all-time highs. And we are not as a nation taking it as seriously as we need to. We're not punishing those who are hurting good people. Yeah, we need to lock down and put a hard clamp on crime.
I hope that we can get the economy better. I think the past 3 or so years it's kind of spiraled downhill, and I hope that his team can get it back up to where it used to be. I don't know that I really see that happening.
I would love for women to be treated like human beings and have our bodily autonomy back.
American confidence, historically fickle, gaped at this scene. The country's elected grown-ups grappling. Another flashpoint in a 4-day, 15-ballot debacle. No wonder our new CBS News poll shows 70% of Americans generally pessimistic about U.S. politics right now. And 55% disapprove of the way Republicans picked their new Speaker of the House. About the economy, especially with inflation's long shadow and recession fears. Friday's jobs report suggested the economy's cooling, with wage gains slowing. Unemployment's at 3.5%, a 50-year low, but expect interest rates to rise again in 2023. Our CBS News poll shows Americans feel better about the condition of the economy than they did 6 months ago. But when it comes to specific economic measures, 59% feel pessimistic about the stock market, 70% pessimistic about the cost of goods and services.